Hello there and welcome to another edition of Rebels Unveiled. This time we're going to have a look at the Series 3 special, the International League Championship. I hope you enjoy. Being filmed directly after the First World Championship, the International League Championship was mainly intended to serve as a pilot for the Dutch, Belgian and Australian broadcasters. Despite being filmed during the Third Worlds, this episode was broadcast nearly 5 months after the Series 3 Grand Final, and only 1 week before the start of the Fourth Wars. This was the only episode of the series to feature draws as standard outcomes for a battle rather than judges' decisions. This is the first time a round-robin format is used in Rebels, before being adopted by Series 8 as a standard format. Ironically, Razor debuted in both. This seemingly minor episode of Rebels became incredibly rare due to its lack of broadcasting after the original showing. Although, thanks to everyday people, it was uploaded to YouTube. Then years later, Mech Plus made it available in HD. Mark Thorpe, the creator of Rebels events, appears at the end of this episode to present the winning trophy to Team Razor. However, this footage is just repeat from First World Championship. This episode featured a lot of recycled footage, particularly from the Third Wars. At least 2 clips shown were featured in the First World Championship, including Razor's trophy presentation. A clip of Dietor's battle against the Seal Avenger in Series 3 Heat O is used after his battle against Terra Australis to explain how it caught fire. Even to the point Steel Avenger appears in the background. The post-battle interview of Dietor and Depopsaurus Rex between Philippa Foster and Team Nemesis was also reused in its entirety. This episode's War of Independence battle marked the only time a history-themed event ended with the historically correct outcome. Cassius II was originally selected to represent England, but withdrew, likely as a result of Rex Garrett retiring from Rebels in response to an earlier behind-the-scenes accident. Razor would be selected to take its place. The teams had to give 4 separate interviews, 1 for each TV company involved. According to Team Razor, the Pinball, World Championship and International League Championship were filmed in 3 days and resulted in Razor winning 3 competitions in 3 days straight. A-Kill was the first UK robot to lose to an American competitor in the UK version of Robot Wars. Both of Tentamushi's appearances were in the same episode as Razor and A-Kill, fighting A-Kill on both occasions. Rather amusingly, Mortis fighting Terra Australis happens in 2 episodes in a row, and given the filming chronology, it means the teams fought twice in 2 days. In its battle against Dietor, the Terra Australis team used Nemesis, Dietor's predecessor. So this is one of the very few occasions where 2 robots of the same team competed in the arena at the same time. The Terra Australis version of Nemesis was rediscovered by Peter Redmond in 2020, and has made reappearances at RoboNerd. Techno-Lease's 2 losses were against both the champion and runners-up of the First World Championship. Coincidentally, had it beaten Razor in the International Championship, it would have fought Dietor, one of the competition's 2 semi-finalists. A clip of Techno-Lease being attacked by the house robots was later used in the show's opening sequence. Techno-Lease's team would later return with the Dutch Series champion, Slicer. Alongside Frenzy and WYSIWYG, Prometheus was one of 3 robots who had competed in both the 1994 to 1997 US competitions and the televised UK series in the same form. Razor vs Techno-Lease is the only battle where Razor shows off all of its gadgets, such as using its rear claw or its central wheel used to charge. As Terra Australis was replaced by Nemesis, all 3 of Depopsaurus Rex's battles saw it fight a robot built by Team Nemesis. A clip of Depopsaurus Rex being attacked by the house robots was later used in the opening of the show. And that is it for today. The International League Championship I've already mentioned before in my top 10 best and top 10 worst Rebels episodes as a pretty bad episode, and one of the main reasons why is because of how pointless it is. It's, you know, you got the First World Championship, which is absolutely fantastic, an amazing feat. And then you have this, which is just a massive downgrade, massive step in quality, a step below in quality. It just feels pointless because you already got a World Championship competition. Really good, all these robots from across the globe battling each other out to see who is the best. Then you have this, which uses a round-robin format, which is just bad. And obviously none of the robots really work that effectively, and it's just a very boring episode. There's not a whole lot going on. I think the best moments in this episode are the Razor battles. You know, Razor just kicks ass in this episode, or this special I should say. Nemesis versus Terra Australis versus Dietor was a fun little battle because it's old versus new, and it's fun to see the improvements of the machines. And it's also fun to have like little side competitions as well, such as the Ashes and the what's the other one? The War of Independence battles. I think that's quite fun. But overall, this is just a massively piss poor special. Like it's pointless. It is, for the most part, it is just a pointless episode. Which we've already got a World Championship. Why do we need a second one? Obviously, you know, as you probably gathered from my fact file, the main reason why was because it was used to be sort of a pilot to promote to other countries. I don't know how well that worked out. It's interesting to know that we've never actually seen the Australian broadcast with the Australian presenters, nor the ones with the Dutch broadcasters. You know, I wonder if one day those will ever resurface. It would be very interesting to see. But overall, this is not a very good special. Just stick with the First World Championship and you should be fine. So once again, we're going to have the randomizer select another episode. Hopefully this one will be much better. So we're back with Series 7 and it's Heat L. Not really a big step in quality. I mean, it's a slightly better episode, I guess. But it's not the best episode to have next. So it's another weak episode, but we'll see you next time.